Goodness comes and evil goes.
Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth. Karibu, welcome. My name is Kwende, and today we're going to get into another important subject, and that subject is celebrate your all year round efforts for pulling together Harambee. By orchestration of the ultimate divine, the sacred universe consists of various elements that naturally are pulled together in order to produce or express a result that functions in accordance with the whole, that functions in order that the whole can exist. An African life being central in the sacred universe exemplifies this under natural circumstance. So African souls will pull together with each other, one progressive African soul to the next, in order to achieve great outcomes, great results, great outpouring, great expression, great ascension, and so on. And of course, we know that in the interrupted state that we currently find ourselves in, others that mean the African ill have attempted to thwart that, to disrupt that, to interrupt that for their own ill intent. And if such ill effort is successful, then the African can end up being coerced outside his or herself to become self-destructive and pull away from each other, pull away from being together. So it is vitally important that African souls pull together at all the levels of life's functioning, pulling together the self as the person self, pulling together the harmonious and complementary union of oneness between the African male and the African female, pulling together progressive African familyhood, pulling together progressive African communityhood, pulling together African progressive nationhood, pulling together the African whole self, the African world self, the African oneness of being. And whatever we do throughout the annual cycle, throughout each season of the annual cycle, to pull ourselves together so that we can continue to rise, continue to climb, continue to ascend as we must. We can celebrate that effort. And one of the times in which we can celebrate that is in the wonderful cultural observance, spiritual cultural observance of Kwanzaa, which begins on the 26th of December and runs through until the 1st of January. 7 days. And during that time, the core of Harambee with that action, Harambee, Harambee, which means to pull together, is an energizing thrust throughout each of those 7 days. So let us do just that. Let us energize ourselves. Let us lift ourselves. Let us rejuvenate ourselves, revitalize ourselves with the same thrust that we were birthed into at the very beginning of our emergence as the primary people of creation, and harmonize with the sacred universe, because the sacred universe has its elements, which we are certainly a key one, a vital one, a central one of. And pull ourselves together in harmony, however that can be energized and made manifest in our lives throughout the year and year on year. So with that, food for thought, and surely it is food for thought. Harambee, Harambee, Harambee. Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi. Divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth.
Kwanzaa is for real. We've got to live our own greatness, reveal what we want. Kwanzaa value seal. We've got to be our own nations, yield what we want.